in the last class, which was first class, was demo class. In first class, we just studied the basic understanding why we should practice astrology. What are the ways of using astrology? There are some good ways, and there are also people use astrology for wrong purposes. So for every spiritual practice, there is a vidhi and there is a nishedh. Vidhi means the procedure to follow. Nishedh means the procedure which should not be followed, the things which should not be done. Like if you remember the pastime of Sanatan Goswami. Sanatan Goswami was traveling for, he was going towards Vrindavan, and in between he had stopped in an inn, and this innkeeper, he had an astrologer, and this astrologer was so expert, he could find out that the person who is coming to this inn today, he is having 8 gold coins. So this astrologer told this innkeeper to loot this saint. So he was ready to murder Sanatan Goswami to have those 8 gold coins. So now you will find that every Vedic knowledge, any knowledge for that matter, it can be any material knowledge, it can be our atomic science, or it can be our financial, our financial knowledge, or it can be your IT knowledge of information technology. So all these things can be used for a good purpose and also can be used for a wrong purpose. So they are like knife in the hands of a thief and knife in the hands of a doctor. Doctor can save a life, and a thief or dacoit or murderer can take away somebody's life. So basically, Jyotish also, Jyotish is called Jyotish because it is the science of Jyoti, light. It is supposed to take people towards light, but it can be misused by some people for wrong purposes. So we have to be careful for what purpose we are using this astrology. If you know about Indian past, you know that there are many kings. There were many kings who would consult their astrologers before going to war, and they would find out a good muhurta to attack on their enemies. That's a bona fide purpose. That's a okay purpose, because sometimes war may be inevitable. Like even in Mahabharata, you find that Krishna had given a solution to Pandavas. Basically, what happened, that Duryodhana knew that Sahadev was a great astrologer. So he went to Sahadev and he asked him, what is the way that I can win this war? And Sahadev, being simple, pure devotee, he just answered that you can do this Kalbali Yagya, and then by doing this Yagya, you can win the war. But this Yagya is supposed to happen only on Amavasya. Now, when Lord Krishna came to know about this, that Sahadev had told him the secret to win the war, then Lord Krishna, he said, okay, let us start Kalbali Yagya today itself. So he started Kalbali Yagya, and because Krishna is doing, the Supreme Personality of Godhead was doing this Yagna, all the demigods got bewildered, because this Yagya was supposed to be performed only on Amavasya. That means the new moon day. But when they saw this, so sun and moon, both the demigods, they came down and they stood in front of Lord Krishna. They folded their palms and they requested, please forgive me, forgive us, my Lord. This yagya is supposed to happen only on Amavasya, but you are performing this yagya on this day, today. That is one day before. So what is the reason that you are performing on this day? So Lord Krishna said, yes, this is supposed to be performed on Amavasya. And in Amavasya, sun and moon are in the same line. So isn't this Amavasya because you both are standing in the same line in front of me? So Krishna made sure how his pure devotees win the war. Even though sometimes they did many mistakes like this, but Krishna made sure that his devotees win the war. From here, one more lesson we learn, that astrology can also provide us many remedies. And these are bona fide remedies given in our scriptures. Many you will find many devotees in ISKCON, sometimes they say that, it can't change. Astrological remedies cannot change your destiny. It's if you read the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6th, chapter 17, I suppose, chapter 3, I suppose, I don't remember the verse number exactly. In that, Shukadeva Goswami was informing Parikshit Maharaj that doing this dan, that is donation, tapa, that means this tapasya, austerity, and vrita. Vrita means all these fastings and all, and yagya. Even yagya, when you perform, by doing these 4 activities, they can actually remove your sinful reactions. They can get you rid of these sinful reactions. So astrology can provide remedies. There are some prarabdha karmas. If you know about prarabdha karma, you know about prarabdha karmas? Okay. So prarabdha karmas are basically those karmas which are coming in this lifetime. The reactions to those actions which we performed in some previous lifetime, they are coming in this lifetime. And their results supposed to come only in this lifetime itself. And there is another category which is called aprarabdha karma. Aprarabdha karma are those karmas, reactions to those are not coming in this lifetime. That means, suppose you had both the karmas together are called sanchit karmas. So before the beginning of this lifetime, you had some sanchit karmas. Now, part of those sanchit karmas will be, results to those sanchit karmas will come in this lifetime itself, at the beginning of life. Those will become your prarabdha karmas. And there will be another set, which will be the set of those karmas whose reactions will not be coming in this lifetime. Those will be called aprarabdha karmas. So we can get rid of the reactions of some of our prarabdha karmas, not all. Like you cannot change your family, right? This is also as per your prarabdha karma. You cannot change your face cut. You cannot change your intelligence, how much intelligent you are. What is your memory power? Certain things cannot be changed. Like memory powers, of course, there are some methods which can improve your memory powers, but your face cut, your family, those things cannot be changed in this lifetime. Your father, your mother, your brother, sister, you cannot change them. So what happens that there are some prarabdha karmas which will definitely not change by doing any astrological remedies. But there will be definitely some prarabdha karmas which can be changed in this lifetime by doing certain remedies. When the rishis were asked certain questions about astrology, they would, suppose if you ask them the future of some person, and they see horoscope and they find out that there are some problems in married life, and they may say that this person will have problems related to married life, but these problems can be avoided if he performs this vrata, if he performs this donation, if he performs this yagya, if he performs this action, he serves the cows or he serves some saintly people, then these reactions can be avoided. That means certain reactions are not permanent. They can be avoided. But those which cannot be avoided, astrologer also has to fold his palms. He just has to say, no, these cannot be avoided. Please bear your karma. In fact, very great astrologers in our history of astrology, if you know, there are many renowned Indian astrologers like Mr. K.N. Rao is there. And even P.V.R. Narasimha Rao, he is presently very, very renowned astrologer. If you listen to them, they say that many of these astrologers, actually, they do not tell any remedies at all. Why? Because they believe that the best remedy is to bear your own karma. An astrologer can actually tell that this is going to happen. Suppose somebody is going to get sick, then astrologer can tell that this thing may happen in your life in the coming 1 year or coming 1 month or 1 month or 2 months, whatever. And then he will not tell the remedies because he will prepare their mindset. He will prepare their consciousness so that they get this courage to bear their own karma, bear the reactions to their own karma. So great astrologers, they do not tell any remedies. That is one point we have to understand. But when we are telling remedies, we are also being on a guru position. When you tell somebody some remedy, you become like their gurus. An astrologer is also given the position of a guru because he guides about the life. So we are on a guru position, and if somebody considers you as their guru, then this relationship of guru and shishya, guru and disciple is established. And guru and disciple relationship is the relationship of action and reaction. In the sense, whatever action you will perform, your shishya, your disciple also has to suffer. And if anything wrong they do, you also can suffer. So it depends on how thick is this relationship, how strong is this bonding. Anyways, so this is the gist. When we are performing, when we are doing astrology, we know that an astrologer can, it's very difficult for any astrologer to be 100% right. It's not actually possible. It's not possible. We are not Krishna. Only Krishna knows us 100%. Krishna knows everybody 100%. But we don't know even our life and others' life. But we, through astrology, we try to predict something. So the use of astrology has to be done very carefully. We have to use it very carefully. Now let's first understand these planets. Each and every planet has some qualities. There'll be some qualities, there'll be some characteristics also. Because each and every planet is governed by a ruling deity. That deity, like for Sun planet, there is a deity called Suryadev. We study about him in Bhagavad Gita and all the Vedic literatures. So if you remember, who was that great personality who was taught by Suryadev? Do you remember?
Hanuman.
Yes. So Hanumanji was taught by Suryadev. Now Suryadev has, that means Suryadev has all the knowledge. He has the greatest knowledge. Even Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Imam vivasvate yogam proktavahanam abhyam. That means I had given this great knowledge of Gita to Suryadev, Vivaswan. Right? So he got this knowledge from Krishna thousands of years back. Now, when you see this picture, you are seeing each and every planet and their the deities, the face of the deities. Every detail of this face has to be meditated upon. Why? Because they are very useful even in making predictions. Now, if you see Surya, sun, you see there is a glow on his face. That is called the Teja. The aura of sun is very powerful, very strong. And this will have the saying in your predictions too. Like if somebody has sun in their lagna, you'll find that the qualities of sun, or somebody's lagna is getting aspected by sun. I will tell you about lagna later. Just listen for the knowledge. Actually, whenever sun is aspecting the lagna or sitting in lagna, there will be qualities of sun in that personality. So now Suryadev, if you see, he has mustaches and he's basically a Kshatriya. He looks like a Kshatriya also. And he's looking in front direction. And he's Tejavan. He has this power. You will find that Rahu and Ketu in chart, they are Chaya Graha. They are shadow planets. There is no physical existence found by science for Rahu and Ketu. Although we know, as per our Vedic literatures, Vedic scriptures, Rahu and Ketu exist. If you read Vedic cosmology, you will find that they are very close to Earth. They are very close to Bhuloka and even closer to sun and moon. So they always encircle and they create this eclipse, Grahan, we call Surya Grahan and Chandra Grahan. So because of their association with sun and moon, there is Grahan. So what had happened that sun and moon had informed Lord that this is Rahu. So when they saw that sun and moon have informed Lord and their throat got cut because of that. So they got this natural enmity towards sun and moon. So Ketu is mainly enemy of moon and Rahu is basically enemy of sun. So they create this eclipses also.